got a lot of rep to earn before you get to run with him.
Guys on the blacklist use bounty level to gauge rep among drivers. The more cops want you, the more rep you get, and the faster you move up the blacklist.
Once they're all out of the way, Razor's all yours.
I never want to see your face again.
You've been building a rap sheet with the cops. The more heat you bring down on yourself, the more hype and bounty come your way.
The more heat, the more cops. But if you need to drop your heat fast, roll into a shop and change your look. Body kits, paints, it don't matter, as long as they can't recognize your ride.
Cool? I'll let you get back to business. I'll call you when the time's right. Later.
The UC thought you were the one.
Hey, where's your fancy ride?
I'm glad you're here, Sugar Plum. You brought me luck last time.
How's your car running?
Faster than anything here.
Hey, where's your punk money now?
What happened is he's all show and no go.
You're mine now.
That ride's hot. I play Mia, who is a badass street racer. Way to go. You're in. Get in.
Oh man, did you pick the wrong street to run on? I want every single unit after the guy.
Everyone?
Everyone! What about the blacklist?
I got him. It's go time. I never want to see your face again. Oh, well, what do we got here? You never know what might happen, do you?
I gotta go. I'll hook up with you later.
Another bolt-on Wonder Boy looking to get smoked.
That ride's hot.
It's go time.
Be careful, he'll swap paint if he has to.
First I'm gonna take your ride, then I'm gonna take your girl. Get ready for that.
Hey, stay focused.
He's through with you. I never want to see your face again. She's mine now.
Thank you for the ride.
If you want to take out Razor and get your ride back, you got a lot of work to do. Gets worse. He's #1 on the blacklist, and he used your ride to get there. To get back in, you have to become notorious, win races, and build up your bounty.
Bus stop's that way, champ.
Oh man, did you pick the wrong street to run on?
Looks like your racing days are over.
Get in.
You mean to tell me the most wanted street racer happened to get away? I want every single unit after the guy.
Everyone?
Everyone!
You're 20 hard and fast. Years have passed since the player's daring escape from Rockport after becoming the national most wanted racer. He has maintained a low profile since then after learning that there is a $150,000 bounty on his head. Deciding to return to where it all began, the player heads back to Palmont City. By now, Jonathan Cross has quit the Rockport Police Department and works as a bounty hunter, personally seeking revenge against the player. Cross discovers the player is en route Carbon Canyon, on his way to Palmont City, and starts to chase after him.
Start up.
Felt disappointed.
proves you need to walk away. Take my car. Go, get out of here.
Guess who's back?
Just as the player reaches the outskirts of the city and enters the canyon, Cross catches up. His Corvette gleams under the moonlight as he closes in and rams the M3 GTR, his grudge against the player burning just as brightly as the promise of $150,000. The canyon walls echo with the sound of metal on metal. The canyon chase is furious and unrelenting. As the player nears a construction site, Cross delivers a crushing blow, sending the M3 GTR into a spiral, totaling the car.
How you been? It's time to settle a little score from Rockport. You think?
I don't remember asking for your help, Croc. What makes you think you can bounty hunt in Silverton without my approval?
It's Cross. And this guy's from out of town.
Been a long time, kid. What's his bounty?
$150K.
David, take care of this guy. So, that's what you've been up to. Nikki, interesting.
How dare you show your face here!
Whoa, hey,
Fool me!
control yourself.
I still don't know what happened that night you took off. But I do know you're into me now for some serious cash. Things have been getting a little too close for comfort around here with all these crews battling for new territory. I think I could use someone with your skills to help me out. The way I see things, I bailed you out of a serious jam twice now. Time for you to return the favor. Nikki, what do you say you show your old friend the ropes?
You gotta be joking, right?
You got a better idea? Then let's get him started, right away. Don't disappoint. Not again.
Thanks for waiting up.
Yeah, sure, Nikki. Hey, who's the third wheel?
Doesn't matter. Darius made all these cars available to you. Pick one, whichever one you want.
Hey, if there's three, do I get one? I mean, I don't care which one, although I am partial to the one with the sweet rims.
Why don't you just make sure the tanks are filled?
That's great. I'm the monkey!
Pick one. Let's get this over with.
Before Cross can make the arrest, headlights pierce the darkness. Darius and his crew arrive. The way Darius and Cross talk implies they know each other from before, and Darius pays off the bounty, causing Cross to leave. As Cross's taillights disappear, Nikki arrives. Her eyes flash with a mix of anger and lingering emotion as she confronts the player. Nikki used to have a crush on the player years ago before he left. She is clearly still angry at him for leaving. Before the player can respond, Darius interrupts. Darius has rescued the player twice now, so he demands repayment, knowing the player is unquestionably in debt to him. Offering to help him out, Darius asks Nikki, who now dates Darius, to assist the player to get a new car. With nothing left but a debt to repay, Darius tows the totaled BMW M3 GTR and sells it off to recover some money. Nikki introduces the player to Neville, Darius' car seller. The player buys a new car from him. Whatever class the player picks, Neville also chooses the same. Nikki brings the player up to speed on what has happened since he left. Then Nikki and Neville race in San Juan to teach player how street racing in Palmont works now.
Neville, come on, I got no time for
this. Nikki's good. Just listen to her. And I'll stick around and I'll help out and make sure she's not too hard on you.
Okay, come on, let's just get this over with.
So, crews are a big part of building a rep in the city. You can bring a wingman into a lot of the races, and believe me, you're gonna want to. There's basically 3 different skills you're gonna see. Some drivers are blockers, others are drafters, and there's scouts. Right now, I'll be your wingman just to show you. Neville's gonna help out, be your competition for a few laps. First, you need to know how to tell your wingman when it's time to work. They'll just race until you tell them to do more. Try it now. That's it, you got it. Remember, it works the same for blockers and drafters, but scouts are working for you pretty much all the time. Okay, blockers are like cruise missiles on the road. They don't mind scratching their rides to knock your competition off the track. Let me show you. Alright, let me know when you want me to block Neville. Worked? Drafters, they're speed demons. 2 cars traveling in line can go faster than 1. So you gotta get in behind them and stay there for a few seconds. You'll get a boost of speed, and when you pull out of the draft, you'll slingshot up ahead. Okay, just say when and we'll draft. That's it. are like having eyes everywhere. As soon as the race starts, they'll find every back alley, side street, or any kind of route that saves you time. Just give it a try. See if you can keep up. You want to keep in mind that your wingmen will only work for a limited time. Once they're drained, they'll stop helping out, but they will stay with you and build back up until they're ready to do their thing again. And wingmen are like Nos. If you use them too early in the race, they won't be ready when you need them most. Okay, I think you got the basics. Now take it on to the streets. There, that's all you need to get started. I'm done wasting my time on you. Later, Neville.
Well, guess it's just you and me. Let's go find some trouble. So you've been gone a while. You're out in Rockport, huh? Man, a lot has changed since you took off. There are tons of crews in this town. Everywhere, man. Crazy.
Dispatch, possible code 6 just flew by me. I'm moving out to see if I can ID him.
Look out, cops!
I need a hand with this vehicle. 1044 on my position.
Watch this. Coffee grinder, baby. I got your back. I'll lose the heat. Stay on the pedal.
Attention Patrol Division. Units engage high-speed pursuit of a single vehicle that is evading custody. Handle this call on Channel 2. Suspect in a red Mazda.
Let's slow this thing down. I'm authorizing at 1075. Wait for my call. We need another unit out here as soon as you can. We just lost a car. See, don't let him recover. Come on, clear the rig. Take him out. Hit it. Go. Negative on the stop. Vehicle still mobile. Can't get into position here.
Units heading out to the pursuit call. Be advised, suspect was last reported eastbound. Containment will be set up ahead of his last known direction of travel. This call is still code 6. Handle on TAC 3.
Dispatch, this is Bravo 27 requesting 1085. I am the only one in this quadrant. Repeat, I am the only one in this...
Hey, we need to meet up. I've given you coordinates to a safe house. Meet me there.
All units, you can clear this call and return to patrol. Quadrant is canceled.
Hey, it's me. You must have lost the cops by now. Head over to a safe house. You'll see it marked on your map. What, you can't find it? Just check your map and you'll see it marked. Darius gave you the safe house. You can use it to fix your car or chill out when the heat's on. You need a wingman and it looks like I'm it. Let me show you inside.
Neville's role as a crew member is a blocker, and his specialty is that he is a fixer. Neville, being a fun-loving guy, is very laid-back and friendly. He may be a mischievous comic relief and a fun guy on the streets, but he is extremely skilled and serious behind the wheel, which is not to be underestimated. As a blocker, Neville's car foo can temporarily take an opponent out by ramming their vehicle and forcing them to a stop. Big Nev's wide girth discourages him from getting out of his vehicle, and once he's safely tucked inside, it takes a swarm of cops to pry him out. Because this has been known to happen from time to time, he has a particular fondness for running cops off the road. Neville then hangs out with the player and settles in a safe house Nikki suggested. Neville becomes the player's first crew member.
city's a battleground. All the crews are always fighting over territories. Just check with your map if you want to see what's going on. The minor crews push and pull, but you'll see that most of Palmont City is divided up between Kenji's Bushido, Wolf's TFK, and Angie's 21st Street crew. Your rep? Okay, you have no rep. But you win a few races and you'll end up owning an area. And that's what'll build up your rep. Once the crew bosses see you as a threat, they'll probably come looking for you. If they challenge you, then you got a shot at taking over their turf.
On Darius' advice, the player begins taking part in street races for control over territories controlled by rival crews across 3 of the city's main boroughs.
Darius asked me to come by and see how you were doing. Neville, why don't you go get me something to drink?
Sure, what, like a soda or something?
How about some options?
Okay.
Looks like you cleaned the place up a bit. You've been generating quite a bit of buzz, you know. But you're not fooling me. What I'm trying to figure out is why you haven't skipped town yet. May I introduce Sal Mostella?
Hi. Nikki said that you might be looking for a new wingman. You don't know me, but, well, I know you. I'm a big fan. I've seen all your races.
And on that note, I'll be out of here.
See, things ain't been the same since you've gone, you know? There's a lot of posers, no respect. I know all the back streets. I grew up in these alleys. I can customize anything. I've practically built all the kits you see around this place, so...
Okie dokie, so I got soda and water. Where'd you go?
I'll even put up with this guy.
Tell me what it look like, tell me what it is. Tell me what it look like, tell me what it is. Tell me what it look like. It look like.
Nikki introduces the player to Sal. Growing up with the gutter snipes of the inner city gave Sal an appreciation for the deftest routes to escape angry shop owners. He finds just as much joy winning races as knowing that nobody else knows how he got there. He's an avid race fan who has never been very popular, spending his time off the track following the careers of all the other racers. Before the player left Palmont, Sal was a big fan and was in the crowd that night the player had to leave the city. When he learns that the player has returned, Sal seeks him out and meets with him to offer his services. Nikki hired Sal because he idolizes the player. He then explains that things have indeed changed much since the player's departure. He proceeds to inform the player of his abilities as a scout and a fabricator, just as Neville shows up with drinks. Sal is a serious racer who acts a little like a weasel, but he proves to be a loyal teammate. The dynamic between Neville and Sal is lighthearted and often comedic, but their loyalty is clear. With the beginnings of a crew, the player sets out to reclaim Palmont one race at a time.
I heard you were back in town. Now I want to hear you're gone.
After winning some races in Kenji's territory, the player comes face to face with Kenji, the boss of Bushido, a tuner car crew based in downtown Palmont. He drives a 1995 Mazda RX-7 FD Series 6. Bushido consists solely of Asian drivers who drive tuner cars, depicted in green in Cars and Theme. Bushido's tuner cars have low top speed with middling acceleration, but handle nicely around turns, making them great in drift events and canyon races. Tired of being ignored as a child, Kenji developed a grandiose sense of self to convince people he was a force to be reckoned with. This bravado increased with age, to the point that he doesn't hesitate to puff out his chest and deepen his voice to make a point. He loves threatening his opponents with exaggerated metaphors about their destruction and brags about dubious accomplishments. When the player takes over all of downtown Palmont, Kenji challenges the player to a series of boss races.
I don't know what's more pathetic, your crew or your car.
You think that car's got what it takes? Huh? Enough to take me on? Okay, first, we're gonna run in the city. And then, only if you win am I gonna give you a shot at taking what's mine. But if you think you can beat me in a canyon duel, you're as much of a joke as your car.
You remember me, right? I don't think you do. If you did, you would be sitting here right now.
You're gonna need all your skills for the canyon. When you get challenged by a boss, you end up here. First run, the boss will be in front. Put pressure on him. Be aggressive. Stay right on him all the way down. The closer you follow, the better you'll do. After you reach the end, you race the same road again, but this time, they'll be following you. If they do a better job of staying on you, you lose. Oh yeah, if either car gets past or falls off the cliff, the race is over. And keep in mind that the only way to win a canyon duel is to make it to the bottom of the run.
It's your last
last chance to face reality and back off.
For someone to drive with. I've had it with Kenji. He'd be nothing if it wasn't for me. I just want someone who drives fast and smart. If you want one more in your crew, I'm staying at the plaza. Hey, don't keep me waiting. Come on, show me how fast you are. Just get to the plaza. So, I take it you can't use me. Last chance, I'm at the plaza, waiting. I have a secret. Thought you'd like to know. I was there that night you left. I was up a fire escape. You can see pretty good up there. You can hear things too.
Unit 4, you're confirmed for 1046 on suspects Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. Suspect Alpha driving a blue Toyota is a non-action. Repeat, suspect
Then the cops step out and hit every car. But the blue one, yours. I didn't make any sense of that. Somebody interfered in a big way, and now you need a good crew to pick up the pieces.
After defeating Kenji, the player gets a call from a girl named Yumi, who was member of Kenji's crew, asking him to meet at the plaza in downtown Palmont. Upon meeting with her, Yumi tells him a secret about the night that changed everything. She was present on that night, viewing the race from a building's fire escape. Overlooking a section of the racecourse, she overheard police chatter on the radio. They talked about disabling suspects Bravo, Charlie, and Delta, but leaving suspect Alpha alone. Going by this code, the cars of Angie, Kenji, and Wolf were targeted and hit with electromagnetic pulses. But the player's car was deliberately not targeted, leaving him unscathed. She recalls that this strategy made no sense to her, as the police would never leave one suspect in a street race alone unless they were specifically made to do so. With this revelation, Yumi tells the player he should figure out what exactly happened and joins his crew. Her role is a scout, and her specialty is that she is a mechanic. Yumi is ingenious. She's a mysterious racer who specializes in pathfinding. Her shy demeanor masks a curious and fiercely inquisitive nature. She's hyper-aware of her surroundings and hovers close to the action. She has a sharp tongue and uses her wits to surprise those who doubt her. Nobody can guess her age, and her years of experience are hidden as well. She gained her love of body sculpting in her hometown on the small island of Daito Shoto. She had relative freedom working in her father's studio, who was a hermetic artist working with metal. When she moved to Tokyo, she was amazed to discover how oppressive the perception of women was and became determined to prove the world wrong about their preconceptions. People nicknamed her Oracle for her strange ability to predict the path of least resistance, a talent that has served her well on the racing track. As a scout, Yumi can locate and guide through shortcuts during a race. As a Harajuku girl, she also makes J-pop music in her own time, going by her stage name Melody. With Yumi on board, the player starts taking over territories in Fortuna.
So, how long did it take you to spend all that money you took from me?
O'clock, who's ringing my phone? I'm just cool, laid back like Nina Simone. And that's fresh, fresh, fresh. And that's fresh, fresh, fresh.
The player meets Wolf, the boss of TFK, or the Fortuna Kings. They are solely European drivers who drive exotic cars depicted in a white and grey theme. Their exotic cars have high top speed and acceptable handling, but accelerate sluggishly, making them best suited for the highways of Palmont, where they can maximize their top speed. Wolf was born into money. In fact, he has so much of it that it means very little. He bought the 2004 Aston Martin DB9 the moment it was released. Few other racers prefer exotic cars and drive them so aggressively. He doesn't get too attached to them though, because his own image preoccupies his attention. He dresses in the finest fashions and never strays too far from a mirror to enjoy his own reflection. He developed his tastes while getting kicked out of the finest universities in Europe and carries his pride in a wallet. Wolf divides the world into those who have and the rest who haven't. He is a snob, dangling expensive watches and well-heeled ladies before anyone who is impressed. He loves to race, as it is a perfect venue for him to prove to the world that no rules apply to him. He uses his money, influence, and sheer bravado to run over anyone in his way. Though born in Germany, he considers the world his playground, with Palmont City as his current stage. When all of Fortuna falls under the player's control, Wolf finally steps forward to defend his crown.
Mistaken, this area is for serious drivers, not thieves and cowards.
What makes you think you can roll through Fortuna? This is mine, all of it. I'm not giving it up. Not to a punk like you, no way. So, me and you, on the city streets. You win that, then maybe I'll take you for a walk through the canyon. Teach you a lesson once and for all.
You made me wait. I'm just surprised you were stupid enough to show up at all.
great race. You think you could use another flyer? Meet me at the university. Let's talk. What, you got lost? I'm at the university. You can find it. Yeah, I know you got a good crew, but nobody's faster than me. I'm telling you. I'm at the university, but not for long.
Look, I just want to race. That's all I ever wanted. If you're still looking to make good on the past, I might be able to help you with that too. It was a big night you left. Got pretty crazy, real quick. I was playing it cool. Then I see Nikki knocked down. Could have sworn that the guy who knocked her down, the same bag. I can help you guys out. I'm one of the best drivers in this city, and you know it.
After defeating Wolf, the player gets a call from a member of Wolf's crew named Colin. Colin mentions his role on that fateful night. While everyone was panicking when the police arrived, he remained cool and noticed something most others missed. Nikki was knocked down by a stranger. What struck Colin as odd was that this stranger had an identical bag to the one Nikki was carrying, confirming that the bags were switched in the commotion. A calculated move that played a pivotal role in framing the player. Colin, more than willing to help, assures the player that he can be an asset as he is one of the best drivers in the city. He joins the player's crew as a drafter, and his specialty is fabricator. Colin originally was a noble, prideful and competitive motorsports racer who hailed from southern England, where he made waves on professional racing circuits. After retiring from the sport, he developed an interest in street racing and started being involved in it. When he heard about the underground racing scene in Palmont City, he caught the first flight over. His perfect manners and refined taste do not extend to the racing course, where he is a cutthroat racer, and he knows there's nothing noble about finishing last. With downtown and Fortuna under control, the player sets their sights on Kempton.
I always said you did. Now the others are starting to believe too. Don't give up now, you're close. Sure about that?
I don't know.
I'll see you later.
Darius, what are you doing? A few more races and he's gonna have more territory than you.
Well, hey, good for him. He should be cleaning up his rep. And he's taking care of my business for me. He owes us. Both of us.
You're using him.
I'm not using him. I'm the only one who knows what he's capable of. Let's get into it. Battle races are one on the track.
Any new boss of an area is supposed to hold a big race. Costs a lot of money to organize, but every racer nearby will turn up. Check it out at the safe house. All the local drivers are expecting to come through with this. Drive. I remember. I was standing right over there. so close. I knew you were gonna win. Then things went crazy. This guy knocks me over. I tried to get up, but he held me down. I thought he was protecting me. Make it, so I gave you the bag. If what you're saying is true and the bag was switched, then I don't know how it could have happened. Why didn't you ever tell me about the missing money? If the bag was switched, then that's where it happened. Let's get out of here.
Darius shows up and encourages him to keep it up. Nikki meets with Darius, citing concerns that if the player keeps winning races, he will occupy more territory than him. Darius brushes it off, saying the player owes him and should keep winning to clean up his reputation. Nikki secretly meets with the player and asks him to drive to the location of the big race. On the way, she learns from him that the bags were switched and he didn't run away with the money because he didn't have the bag of money. Reaching the location, Nikki recollects where she was standing and how someone knocked her down. Then she notices that Cross was there the whole time, looking at them from afar. Going back to the city, the player starts taking over Angie's territory.
Yeah, I heard you were in town. Go back where you came from.
Angie is the boss of the 21st Street crew, a muscle car crew based in Kempton. They are solely American drivers who drive muscle cars depicted with an orange theme. Their muscle cars have acceptable top speed and great acceleration, but awful handling due to their tendency to oversteer and slide around. Angie rushes in where angels fear to tread. She is reckless, uninhibited, and always up for a challenge, regardless of the risks. If she weren't naturally gifted, she would have been killed off long ago in one of the extreme sports she readily embraces. But of all the adrenaline rushes, racing brings her closest to transcendence. She knows she won't live forever, and her only wish is to take her last breath, pushing every fiber of her being to the limit. Angie is Hispanic, 25 years old, and grew up surfing in Morgan Beach, Kempton, which is her hometown. She is a racer with the minor skill of drawing heat, operating on pure instinct. She is very confident and doesn't fear the police or anyone who challenges her. She is a player and changes boyfriends when the wind changes direction. But she is a leader and generous to a fault. She is not afraid to take risky challenges or push her car to its absolute limit. She drives a 1969 Dodge Charger RT. Angie had some bad experiences during her last race when she botched her drift while racing with Kenji, explaining the scratches on her car. The player is challenged to a series of boss races by Angie after he takes over all territories in Kempton.
think you're making a name for yourself. Keep racing through my territory and I'll waste you and your reputation.
I'm tired of watching you. It's about time we did this. You want Kempton? Come get it. You gotta beat me in the city, and then I'll take you on in the canyon.
You should have stayed away. Whatever anyone thought of you then, there's not gonna be any doubt now. You're done, punk.
I saw that run with Angie. When it's clutch time, yeah, you can really hold it together. Yeah, Nikki gave me your number and she said you might be looking for more crew. If that's true, meet me at Footy's Diner. Hey, what's going on? You're not interested? Hey, everyone needs a good blocker, and I'm the best. Just meet me at Footy's Diner. Hey, I'm getting impatient here. Are we meeting up or what?
Well. Nice of you to show. Listen, I know you're looking to clear your rep, and you're gonna need some help in order to do that. It's just the race. That night you took off, there was something seriously out of whack. I was there too.
I showed up at the line just to check things out. Everyone was talking about you. Then the 5-0 were everywhere. Then I see the alley's clear. He lets you go and shuts it up. And the guy driving, he's got a badge on his belt. Bottom line is, the Heat had an agenda and you took the fall.
That's all there is to it. Thing is, I can see him coming a mile away. Not only will I block him in, but I can mix it up with him too.
After Angie's defeat, the player receives a call from Samson, a hulking figure who witnessed the duel between Angie and the player. He praises him and suggests they meet up. Upon meeting Samson, he reveals he was present on the night the player was exiled from Palmont and provides a crucial piece of the puzzle. Samson was at the finish line to see the race progress and comments that the player was well talked about by everyone there. While chaos erupted during the police raid, Samson observed a Chrysler 300C SRT-8 parked strategically in an alley, helping the player evade capture. The vehicle, driven by someone carrying a police badge, moved just enough to allow the player to escape before retreating into the shadows. The peculiar behavior of the driver raises questions about who might have been pulling strings that night. That was all he saw, and intrigued by the player's determination to uncover the truth, Samson offers his assistance and joins his crew. His role is a blocker, and his specialty is fixer. He's apparently 7 foot and has the face of a thug, but he's a nice guy and would do anything to help out. Samson is intelligent, very educated, and has an expansive vocabulary. 7-foot Samson discovered early that the best way to win an argument was by picking up your opponent and shaking some sense into them. He takes this philosophy to the streets, where he knows the best way to beat someone to the finish line is by making sure they never get there.
Disappoint. And now we got the whole city locked up. That deserves a reward. Let's meet up at the old courthouse.
So, the sleuth has figured everything out. You just couldn't leave good enough alone, could you? We were making bundles of cash, you were clearing your name. What more could you want? Well, things have progressed a little further now than I thought possible, and I'm gonna have to cash you out. Mr. Crawl! Come on. I didn't let you take my money the first time. What makes you think this is any different? You actually thought that I would front you the cash to save you from this loser? Then sit around while you were encroaching on my territory? Greed's always been your problem. You've got a lot to learn about the big times, little man. This city is mine, and it's time for you to disappear again.
It's Cross.
Take his right to my place. Show's over.
Thanks. Glad you changed your mind.
I'm just a bounty hunter. And I always get paid. Just make sure I do.
Look, I hate it when people say I told you so. So here goes. It seems that some of your team was there the night that you left. They tell a different story than the one I've been hearing from Darius. Thing is, their stories seem to add up. Somebody tipped off the cops. Somebody let you escape. And somebody switched the bag. Now I know who that somebody was. Darius likes to pull the strings. Now here's something he doesn't know about. Part of the deal with Cross is that I race with you. Think you can handle that? You're not the only one with a score to settle. Now, let's get out of here. We got a lot of ground to catch up.
Darius has kept track of the player's progress. After players secured all 3 boroughs, Darius congratulates him and calls a meeting with him, only to reveal that he was using the player to take control of the city from the other crews, and he never paid Cross his bounty. He leaves the player at the hands of Cross as part of his plan to rid himself of any competition. Nikki arrives on the scene just as Cross arrests the player. After Darius leaves, Cross sets the player free owing to a secret deal with Nikki. Agreeing to pay the player's bounty herself, Nikki watches as Cross departs, leaving her and the player to confront the web of lies spun by Darius. With all his crew coming together, Nikki learns from each of them a vital piece of evidence confirming that the race had been rigged and doomed to an ambush by the PPD all along, revealing Darius as the mastermind behind the scenes. She discovers that Darius was responsible for tipping off the police, switching the bags, and ultimately ruining the player's reputation. Now, aware of the truth and determined to right the wrongs of the past, Nikki sides with the player to bring down Darius and take control of Palmont's final borough. Her role is drafter, and her specialty is mechanic. Nikki's car is a 2006 Gen 1 Ford GT. Nikki from Bayview also used to drive a Ford. Hers was a Ford Mustang GT. Nikki was 19 at the time of the hero's disappearance and turns 24 years old by the time he returns. She changed greatly in the player's absence. He was her first big crush, and when he left, so did her innocence. Although she subsequently got together with Darius, she is not entirely sure she made the right decision. However, Darius delivered on his promise to let her race full-time, the only place she feels truly free and in control of her destiny. Nikki is an only child, raised by her mom, who is a construction foreman. Although they used to be very close, they have grown distant since she got together with Darius. She has a father complex. Her dad left when she was a kid, and that anger still resides a bit close to the surface. She started hanging around street racers when she was a young teenager, and her first car was a '69 Camaro. She took it apart and reassembled her first engine when she was only 10 years old, and her first job was at a local garage frequented by street racers. One of those racers was the player, whom she had a major crush on well before they started dating. They became closer when the player joined Darius's crew. He broke her heart when he fled town at the start of their romance. Her affection was reciprocated, but the player deemed her a bit too young. She has the makings of a top racer, but where she really shines is tuning cars for maximum speed. At the time of the player's disappearance, she'd made it on a crew as a junior racer muscle, but she was still on the sidelines most of the time or helping tune the crew's cars. She feels that she doesn't have anything in common with people her own age, and she's very competitive, doesn't expect breaks, and hesitates to give them out as well. Although she's self-possessed and tough, she is not yet fully aware of her power and beauty. She wants to be sophisticated but is not worldly, and although Darius is her first real boyfriend, her biggest secret is that she was saving herself for the player. With Nikki's unwavering support and the crew united, the player sets their sights on Darius.
Yeah. What? Nikki did that. Fine. I'm gonna need a crew that's motivated.
Following the incident, Darius receives a phone call informing him that Nikki freed the player from Cross's custody and defected to join the player's crew. He then tells the caller to hire new crew members motivated to take down the player. This leads Darius to reinforce his crew by hiring the three former bosses, Angie, Kenji, and Wolf. All three of them lost their territories to the player, so they upgrade to Tier 3 vehicles after joining Darius's crew, Stacked Deck. Kenji now drives a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 9 Mitsubishi Racing Edition CT9A. Wolf drives a Lamborghini Murcielago VT. and Angie switches to a Dodge Challenger concept.
Think you know this town? You have no idea what's in store for you other than it's gonna hurt.
Stacked deck is depicted in red in cars and theme. The name Darius comes from the Persian Darius, which means he possesses or rich and kingly. Darius is a very controlled driver, a racer par excellence who keeps his cards very close to his chest. He is confident, having worked out the intricacies of each race in advance, and exercises his influence well before the flag is dropped. He is magnetic and motivates his crew with promises of wealth and fame. His orders are handed out with surgical precision. He never loses his cool unless it is warranted. But he has no compassion. He is a man born without empathy, interested only in furthering his own agenda. After mastering the sciences before puberty, Darius turned his aptitude to more practical applications when he entered high school. Building cars that could burn up a racecourse before he owned a driver's license only fired up his ambition. Soon he was applying his insights to war strategy, seeking to consolidate power in the neighborhoods he frequented. He is a self-made man, inventing himself as he steals away from the lower middle-class mediocrity he was born into. His talent and charm won over other racers as he used Machiavellian strategies to divide and conquer all those who stood in his way. The concept of keep your friends close and your enemies closer blurred the lines of loyalties to anyone but himself, and he has long since set his sights on the wealth and prestige of Casino Town. His one weakness is that he delights in the misfortune of others. Nothing makes him laugh harder than seeing another fail. And as he has grown in power, he has made less of an effort to conceal this disturbing character trait. His biggest secret was kept from the player, who was convinced that Darius took him under his wing. By pretending to be his mentor, Darius kept the biggest threat to his empire oblivious to his motives. After taking over Silverton, the player is challenged to a street race across Palmont City as well as a canyon race against Angie, Kenji, and Wolf.
You know, I spent that money that you got framed for. I bought Nikki everything that you couldn't. No one can touch me. keys are in the car. Enjoy it while it lasts. There's always someone out there who's a little faster than you are. And sooner or later, they're gonna catch up.
After defeating them, he is able to challenge Darius in a street race and canyon duel. The player eventually defeats Darius, gaining control of all of Palmont's territory. After his defeat, Darius hands over his Audi R8 to the player as a final acknowledgement of their victory. Stripped of his empire and reputation, Darius leaves. The player, now in control of all of Palmont's territories, rides off in the Audi, his name fully redeemed and his legacy cemented as the greatest racer in Palmont City.
I'm Melody. The moves that you and your crew do in this game are meant to stay in the game. In the real world, drive safe, obey the laws of the road, and always wear your seatbelt.
Hi, I'm Emmanuel Vaugier. The moves that you and your crew do in the game are meant to stay in the game. In the real world, drive safe, obey the laws of the road, and always wear your seatbelt.
Probably been some of the hardest acting I've had to do as well. You can move your head at a radius of about 2 inches this way and 2 inches that way, and up and down as well. And you're getting into car crashes and all sorts of things, and you're having to act without like going, whoa! You have to kind of keep it contained right here and just go like, whoa, 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 when getting into car crashes. So it's a little bizarre, but really fun and a challenge. It's not like anything I've ever done before.
Units on the search grid, switch to channel 4. Suspect